Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And so we are back again with some more action from the Orinoco Goose Outlast. And yeah, we are now safely into round two, having finished our 6 games with enough points difference to survive for another round. So yeah, only 64 players remain, and the slate gets wiped clean. So all of that hard work we did, it's all been reset. And yeah, we've got 6 more games coming up. And the equation is exactly the same. We've got to get enough points difference to make sure we're in the top half, so top 32 this time. And yeah, try and get ourselves into that next round. So first of 6 games here up against Shepherd. We are going second in this first one. We can already see the tray, so we know it's going to be a tricky one. And yeah, with that starting hand as well, not looking great. Not looking great. So yeah, White Stork, that's going to get grabbed. They haven't even kept one bird though, so we'll see what that means. But yeah, it might have to be a Lincoln Sparrow situation here. It might just have to be a Lincoln Sparrow situation. I'm not super enthusiastic about the other options. And yeah, at least I know I can get my hands on either the Kite or the Screech Owl. I'm thinking that goes in the forest, and then we just play this Sparrow, bounce that around through the habitats, try and get a little bit of food, some cards as well would be good. So yeah, I think it's just gonna have to be that. We'll lock that in. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind these birds. I think early on they can be quite handy. This is one of the better ones because it does only cost 2 food, and they are different food, so easy enough to get down. And yeah, hopefully, like I say, we can move that around and get some benefit from it. Now, we might scrap that because yellow-headed blackbird popping up in the tray is very tempting. And just go full tuck. It's served me well in the past, so let's go for that. Let's go for this blackbird. And yeah, I think it might be scrapping everything I just said, which can happen sometimes. And especially, you know, with this White Stork, I'm assuming it's going to go down, maybe not straight away, but we'll see. Yeah, they've gone for food. Oh, please don't be a bee eater situation as well. But yeah, with that White Stork, obviously resetting the tray. So you can only make short-term plans sometimes, because those plans do get changed depending on what pops up from the tray. But yeah, I think we're going to go Blackbird here. I think for me, that's kind of a no-brainer. As much good as the Sparrow would have been, I think just get this Blackbird down, start digging. I'm going to look for tucking birds, look for, well, I would say a hummingbird, but hummingbird against White Stork, not the best recipe. Okay, they're going for birds, so they did pick up the Mississippi Kite. Okay, so they maybe are looking at this head around, which is fair enough. But we're just going to start drawing. So I think I'm going to leave that Screech Owl, and we're going to see what we're going to get. We're going to get a black-tooth hummingbird. Okay. Well, now I have a very difficult decision to make. Because, like I say, throwing food at a White Stork, it's risky. It's very risky. It can end very badly. But I'm kind of in need of food myself, so maybe I just play this. At the very least, it's that second wetland bird. It means I don't have to discard the eggs, so I'm getting those 2 cards. And yeah, I can be selective. I can be selective on when I use that. So yeah, there goes White Stork. So very interested what the other bird is here. That kite, I would imagine. I think ordinarily that would go in the forest here. But we'll kind of wait and see, I suppose, on that. But let's play a hummingbird. We'll keep the rodent, I think, because Screech Owl might be an option. But yeah, let's do this. Magic a full tuck out of nowhere. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this takes us. Like I say, throwing these cherries around definitely makes me nervous. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to come back and bite us. All right, on to our next turn. They are laying eggs, so No idea what they picked up, of course, but like I say, I don't know. We'll see where that Mississippi cut's going to go. But for us, we're going to draw cards as the game lags massively. Let's hope it's not going to do that forever. Tufted Titmouse, actually kind of not bad. Do a cheeky little double play of the forest with something else that I find. Definitely don't hate it. So, oh, do I give out the cherry? I think I do. I think I've got to go for this. I mean, I've got no food access as it is right now. I'm just going to need to hope. I'm up against it here with this start. I'm just going to hope that I can find better stuff, because White Stalk is not a guarantee. I've had games myself with White Stalk where you don't draw good stuff. I've had games against other players where they play a White Stalk and I'm sweating, but they actually end up not finding good stuff. That goes out the window because they do have a Purple Martin. So, I wonder if that was what they started with, or if they found that. But yeah, that's a lethal combo. Now they can pick up Trey Birds, so they're going to be very, very happy with that. Another migratory bird, not super enthusiastic about that. Clark's Creek could come in handy, maybe. The bonus card, but yeah. Otherwise, probably not going to get a whole lot of usage there. But we're just going to chuck cherries here. Yeah, I think they are going to need lots of egg space. Maybe something like that King Rail's going to come into play for them. But that is at least one advantage, or one lack of disadvantage, I should say, of throwing food at the stalkers. Is you do run out of egg space. So yeah, kite going in the forest. I think that's sensible. You prep yourself to get some forest action going now. They can easily win the send around. I was thinking about playing this Grebe, laying eggs on it, but I don't think that's worth it. So let's go for cards again. Tree Swallow. I will take that. Thank you very much. I think that's pretty much what I'm looking for. I think this can go. So yeah, that makes all these cherries worthwhile. I could just chuck this down. And that's an extra point per turn. It's an extra bit of card cycle, so yeah, this is okay. From the starting hand, obviously not being great. I'm actually drawing what I'm looking for, so hopefully that's going to get us somewhere. But it looks like they're going for either a chickadee or a nuthatch. Not sure which one. Doesn't make a difference, but they'll go for that. I think that makes sense. Again, all these cherries, they can always force some stuff down, so that's going to help them for sure. Get set up a bit, but yeah, we can get this Tree Swallow down and hopefully keep this close, because again, I mean, this isn't about winning or losing. I had a game in the first round of this tournament against the White Stalk. Kind of knew I'd lost it pretty early on. But as long as you can keep it relatively close, like don't go and lose by 30 or 40 points. I mean, I would probably take a loss by 10 points at this point. So, like I say, if I can keep it close, that's the main thing. I've got those other 5 games where, yeah, hopefully I'll be the one with the White Stalk, and I'll be the one to get that 30 or 40 point win. And yeah, that's kind of what you're looking for, to get yourself in the next round. But hello, Eastern Imperial Eagle. That's interesting, because it's on the left of the tray, which means they did not. They had the choice of that from the White Stalk, and they chose not to grab it. So that is good, but it's also really bad, because what else? What was better than Eagle that they had to go for? But I think we're going to have to change of plans and go and grab that, because that is just too good. And yeah, why not? Let's just keep throwing the cherries around. What is the worst that could happen? Well, boy, probably not gonna. Actually, maybe for the bonus card. I don't know. I think it's either this or the Siskin. Siskin might actually have a use, so I will get rid of the boy. So yeah, would have much preferred to have got the tree swallow down first, but I think we can do that now. So Whipping Crane, don't really like them having that, but again, I don't think I can afford to go for it here, so we're going to play the Tree Swallow. And that Kinglet, I mean, more of these double birds I can pick up. Double birds are what you look for on a full tuck. Clearing out egg space, especially with know, end of rounds. I mean, it's perfect for all of these, really. You're looking to fill columns, play lots of birds with food cost, and of course, wide no power. So, yeah, forest double birds, grassland double birds, they're what you're looking for. They all eat cherries, so black-chinned hummingbird is going to hopefully come in handy. And yeah, hopefully we can look to get some nice plays down. We might be able to compete for this end round if we can do a double play in the forest and then a couple of grassland plays. That will set us up nicely. So 18 points. I don't think that's too terrible at this stage of the game. Obviously, my opponent, I think they are going to be on a little bit more than that. Obviously, with the end of round win as well. But like I say, we can only do what we can do, and try and stay competitive. So they've not gone for the whipping crane. Very interesting. They've gone for food. I'm kind of sweating that they found a raven or something, because, like I say, not go for that eagle. Slightly unusual, but we're going to go for cards. And I think... Oh, do I deny that whipping crane? They don't seem so bothered by it, but I kind of feel like I do have to get rid of it. Yeah, I think I will. And I might end up playing this Willet. Just thinking about this, we'll get rid of the Siska. Oh, bush tip. Okay. Well, if they leave me that, I'm having it. Oh man, I should have denied. This is the thing, when you deny stuff, you immediately regret it. Especially when you could have got something better like a bush tit, so they've not denied it. Okay. I mean, I wasn't ready for a wood duck. That must have been what they found instead, so you know, why settle for just white stork when you could have wood duck as well? So there we go. That will improve their food and their card access, and definitely make the most of all these cherries I've been given. So fair play, but yeah, we need that bush tit. That is pretty essential for us. Goldeneye as well could be interesting. Okay. Now things get very interesting. Now things get very interesting indeed. So let's take the bush tip. And we don't need you anymore, will it? You can go away. Wow, okay. I mean, talk about a game changer. Mute Swan popping up. Yeah, that would do very nicely. That would do very nicely indeed. So we can't quite get that down yet, but we'll be forcing it down. I think as soon as possible, to be honest. I do need to think a little bit about this end around, but I don't know. Sometimes it's not worth going for them when you can set up stuff like Mute Swan and Bush Tit. So, oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Feels like a bit more of a fair fight now. I mean, they've got a pretty crazy setup here. Looks like they went for the turtle dove, so that might be their wetland play instead. But yeah, good card access. I mean, they've got card access in both of those habitats, so that is what you like to see. Okay, yeah, I think we go cards again here. All right, we are back in. My game crashed, so let's get stuck back in. We were drawing cards, and I did get a little sneak peek just before it crashed. But yeah, we did stumble into a raven, so that is definitely interesting as well. Because we do have that rodent we've been keeping hold of, so that could be very interesting. But what is going on? We're just getting loads of crazy draws here. Chiff Chaff as well. Oh boy. Okay, and a bee eater. So there's the bee eater I was worried about earlier. Right, now how do I play this? And do I go for this raven? Or do I stick to the Mute Swan plan? I think I take the cherry here regardless. That would be nice, but I think to be honest, this bee eater thing, that could be the one that goes. So, oh man, okay. Oh, The game loves to throw up difficult decisions sometimes, so... Oh, man. Raven is super tempting. It's definitely tempting. Because getting this bush shit down, that is going to take... It's going to take a lot of cherries. And I'm definitely running out of egg space by then, so... Okay, there goes that hatch. Okay. Let's think about this. I could go Raven, and I could go Eastern Imperial. What would I tuck? If I played the Eagle. Probably Goldeneye would go. Shift Chaff, I think, would go. I'm probably not going to be able to hit the center round. But it would be possible. Like, do some kind of double play into Shift Chaff. But it would mean playing... I've got 3 turns left. I'd have to play birds every single turn. I'd have to play Eagle. And probably that means sacrificing Bush Tit. I'm not too enthusiastic about that, but I don't know. Thing is, if I play this Mute Swan, I'm not generating enough cards to even tuck under the Bush Tit. It's still a 6-point endgame. And yeah, 6-point engine, getting eggs, lots of card cycle. It's just whether I use this Raven. This is what's playing on my mind here. This is really what's playing on my mind. Because, like I say, I could see a world where I go Raven and Eagle, and then, like, even just legs a couple of times, get the food, to play Mute Swan, and then dig, and then, yeah, if I do find something I want to play, I can use that Raven. It does just slow me down that bit, because I wouldn't be getting this Mute Swan down until first turn of round 3, as opposed to right now. Yeah, this Bush Tit, I mean, like I say, maybe not... I think this Shift Chaff definitely isn't going to come into play. I think it's definitely not going to come into play. If I don't have enough cards to feed Bush Tit, I certainly don't have enough cards to feed Shift Chaff, so... Oh... I think if they didn't have this forest setup, I would feel a lot more inclined to go for the Grasslands, because it would mean not giving them food, but their food access is already pretty good. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let's go for Raven. We'll see if I regret that. But yeah, I think I can do Eagle. I'll play Eagle with... I could do Eagle with Bush Tit, Goldeneye, and Kinglet, and then I can do a forest double play Titmouse into Shift Chaff. Is that sidetracking me too much? Maybe, but if it wins end around points, it might be worth it. Might be worth it. I do kind of want to keep both the double birds, because I think that last end around definitely comes into handy there. But yeah. Oh, do you know what? I mean, I'm almost annoyed that wasn't the other Raven, because if that was the common Raven, 100% that's going in the wetlands there, and then I've got a pretty crazy setup. But yeah, it's slightly disappointing. You can never be too disappointed with a Raven, but I'll find a way to be disappointed. Right, let's play these birds. I think sorry, Bush Tit. I think you have to go. Then yeah, do I go for the forest double play? Because I think it's worth it, because at the moment I'm getting no points from this end around. If I can win it, that's a huge swing. Even just tying, I mean, there's no way that they can get to 3 columns. It's not possible. So if I get double column, I'm guaranteed to at least tie. That's worth 5 points. And And Chiff Chaff does actually help this bonus card that I'm not really getting anywhere near to doing so. Yeah, I think we are going to go for it. I think we're going to go for the forest double play. It will slow us down a little bit, but so be it. So there we go. Let's get the equal down. So the point's looking very healthy now. I mean, 38. You definitely take that. You definitely take that in ordinary circumstances. And as I say, given the starting hand, if you'd offered me this, but end of round 2 had a bit in your hand off, so definitely nice. But yeah, this is interesting though. I'm very interested to see how my opponent plays this, because Forest Nuthatch, they kind of seem to be pivoting into that forest. Okay, well there's their double play. So yeah, that means we know it's a tie. But like I say, they can't fill two more slots in 2 different habitats with just 1 turn left. So, but yeah, at the moment they get 5, we get none. If we double play, we both end up on 3. So we gain 3, they lose 2. I think this is worth doing. So let's do it. And yeah, next end around could be an interesting fight. I think they'll have it, but that last one as well, 2 each. So that could be an interesting battle, but yeah, points are looking good. I think points are looking good on both sides, to be honest. So yeah, it does kind of depend what that bonus card is. I'm really hoping I can make something of this enclosure builder, but when you get to start of round 3, and you've only got 1, and we know we're going to get 2nd, but it's still on the low side. These nest ones can be quite tricky if you don't really end up finding the right bird. So yeah, not always a guarantee. But yeah, I don't know. If I'm them, I'm hammering that grasses as much as possible. You got lots of egg space. It's 4 points a turn. That forest, it's basically 1 point. I mean, I know you get some food, you get a card with the wood duck, but the white stork, you see more cards, and you get more points. So I think unless you've got amazing stuff to play, I think you just hammer that grasslands until you run out of egg space. That is probably how I'd be doing it. But I think they might have picked up the bunting in the tray. So I did see that. Whenever it pops up, I'm going to notice it. They do suspiciously have the food for it, so that might be something they look to go for. But there we go. Tied end of round. Into the next one. Wow, I mean, how about that for a tray? When you've pivoted to forest, take yourself a nutcracker and a woodpecker, and be very, very happy. So yeah, I think you got to grab those. Certainly that woodpecker. Best friends with the wood duck, so that I think would be an excuse to pivot. But I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I have got space. I've got lots of cavity space, so as long as you can make sure you get the 3 eggs from your opponent whenever they do use this woodpecker, then you're not doing too badly. All right, back over to us. They have gone for food and they have picked up the woodpecker. So that's an interesting way of doing it. Obviously, no eggs, so you're gonna have to lay eggs before you play the woodpecker anyway. Could maybe have snapped it up with the marten, but yeah, maybe they do still want to play this bunting before laying eggs. But speaking of laying eggs, that is exactly what we're gonna do. Like I say, a couple of slow turns here. It's a little bit frustrating. I feel like it was worth it. I really do. Those 5 points from the end of round. And obviously, not playing the Mute Swan slowed me down from unlocking these 6-point turns. There goes the bunting. But, playing the Raven and playing this Eagle, that was 9 points. This double play, that was 9 points as well. So it's not like I was doing nothing. I was still doing some productive work in getting that. So I'm just thinking, do I draw cards? Do I finesse this and use the hummingbird? Would give me a couple more cards to play with. It's still a 2-point turn. Laying eggs would be 2. And yeah. I think if they go Woodpecker, I'm honestly not too bothered about the cherry that I give them. So yeah, let's do it. I was gonna lay eggs, but I think I can excuse drawing cards here. So I'm Savvy's Warbler and an American Coot. Okay. So lots of good stuff that again would have been amazing earlier, but yeah, Tree Swallow. That was good enough when it came up. So I think I'll probably just ignore these. I think I play the Mute Swan, but this gives me stuff to. This gives me kind of like backups, right? Because play Mute Swan, I draw 3. Everything I draw gets tucked. So if I find something good, I'm having to skip tucks. Whereas now, I can just tuck these instead. So if I find Benelli's or I find like I don't know some big point bird that I want to get food and play, I can just tuck these ones instead and keep the one I've drawn. So I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So there we go. They have laid eggs. They've got their food for the woodpecker, and we're going to get our Mute Swan down. And here we go. 6-point turns unlocked, and we'll see. I mean, they're going to play. So let's think about this. They'll play woodpecker. That gets them up to 18. They take food once, and then they probably try and play something. So I think they can get to. I think they can get to 20 or more. So unless we get like, I don't know, some kind of double bird and or like Benelli or like a goshawk, that's probably what we're going to need to be able to match this end around. But if I can't match the end around, not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll just yeah, I'll just take my 6-point turns, like I said. Oh, it looks like they get food again before. Hey, oh no, they laid eggs. I mean, it is what I said they should be doing, right? Just hammer this grasslands, but maybe they're not going woodpecker after all. We do have a pea warbler, which I feel like I must take that. I'm obliged to take that, so we will do it in a second. We'll do it now. Yeah, I think that could, I don't know, Savvy's Warbler, that can definitely go. Do we take the cherry? I don't know, now if they're just going to keep laying eggs and not use the forest, maybe I don't use this. It would be nice to get this Eurasian magpie down, because I think they probably lay eggs at least once more. So that would be 3 this round. It's kind of late, round 3. It's always difficult to know. I feel like they're going to be playing lots of birds in that last round, so let's skip it for now. Let's skip it for now. Yeah, I think that could. I think it's too late, so I think our play is going to be draw cards until we run out of egg space on the blackbird. Lay eggs. We use the raven to clear an egg, and then obviously when we play some nice big point birds, we'll clear some more space as well. Yeah, that just gives us a couple more turns to play with. So maybe I do use these cherries. I don't know. I'm again second guessing myself. But it might be useful just for forcing stuff like this down, because only 2 food when you lay eggs. So having some way of getting that 3rd food. What I'm really looking for is yeah, something like a Baltimore Oriole. That's kind of the dream with all these cherries that I can easily grab. Big points hits the bonus card, so I won't say no to this Warbler though. It does help that last end around, so will give me some nice options for sure. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to take food, because you know this bird feeder not very bunting friendly. Yeah, it looks like they are going for food. Again, like, more turns they spend taking food. I know they get more card cycle, and if they have found some good birds, they're going to be able to use that food, but it's only a point per turn. It's kind of hitting sometimes. Got a couple of caches, but even if it hits, it's only 2 points. So it's not what you look for in round 3. It's not what you look for at all, but let's draw cards. Hooded Warbler. That is kind of what we're looking for. I think we can get rid of the other stuff we've been keeping hold of, because it's not super exciting. Oh, that is quite exciting, though. Blacktail Godwit, okay. Okay. I think... Yeah. I think I might play these two. These two might be my plays in the last round. Game the card back is going to be nice. Obviously, this will go in the forest, and then this could go in the forest or the wetlands, but it doesn't make a difference. I think I can get 2 points from a bonus card, if I'm completely honest. So, this might have to be a game for gambling on bonus cards, because I feel like it's going to be tight. It feels pretty tight at the moment, and obviously they do have 2 bonus cards themselves. So yeah, if we can match that. But yeah, points looking healthy. 63. We're going to get another 6, and probably only 3 from the inner round, but that's still getting into the 70s. And then hopefully, I mean, what would it be? Jump to swan. It would be legs twice, play birds twice, draw cards once, probably. That's how we do that, so. Yeah. Oh, Hermit Thrush. Oh, Hermit Thrush, you're not a Baltimore Oriole, but you're pretty damn close. You're pretty damn close. And if I play you with the Godwit, that hits Enclosure Builder. So I think, yeah, even if Hooded Warbler helped me on the end round, but that's only 3. Hermit Thrush is 4. And yeah, that extra cherry. Although the cherries and the food cost definitely helped me out there. So. Okay. Right. There we go. Losing end around. Like I said, don't think I really could have done anything about that. So not the end of the world. Let us lay some eggs. And we're going to take... Okay. Probably 2 worms. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can do this without laying eggs again, but I don't think there is, so take our 2 worms. I mean, oh, if I could find the red-eyed vireo, that would be... If I can wish for a bird right now, I think that's the bird I wish for, because then I could just double play that with the thrush, and not have to worry about laying eggs again. Still hit the bonus card. There's still another white power that comes into play for this this last round goal, but yeah, the more turns I can spend here drawing cards, and the fewer turns I can spend laying eggs, that's going to be my key. But again, I'm going to keep saying, I think for my opponent, that's kind of their key as well. You know, they want to keep laying eggs here, so it looks like they are going to keep doing that. Bunting is a much nicer bird feeder now, so yeah, they're going to keep doing that. They're probably okay for food. They have got some birds. They've probably got some good ones there. But yeah, let's draw. All right, come on. Where's the red-eyed vireo? Okay, it's not a red-eyed vireo, but Condor. This could be a case for Condor. Let's think about this. Godwit is 5 more points, but costs an extra egg. So it's only 4 extra. It's only 4 more points, and I would have to take a turn laying eggs 2 instead of drawing cards 6. So that makes a difference. And Condor gives me an extra bonus card to look at 2 rather than 1. So I think Condor's better than Godwit here. I think we've talked ourselves into that one. So let's change plans again. Oh, Goshawk. There we go. That's the one I wanted earlier, but again, too late for you now. I think we can skip this now. So I think we're set. I think we play Thrush, we play Condor. Man, what am I looking for here? Bird counter, please. Please give me bird counter. That's probably the one that's gonna tip me over the edge. Yeah, these are not bad plays. These are not bad plays. Condor, it always has a time and a place. For me, that time and that place don't come up very often. But this feels like it could be the moment. Could be the time for Condor to shine. Could definitely be the case. Now, do we play Thrush first? I think we probably do. Because are we more likely to find something better than Thrush or something better than Condor? I'd be absolutely gutted if I played Thrush and then drew Baltimore Oriole, but yeah, I think that there's probably going to be better stuff there. So let's play Thrush. That clears out one egg here. Okay, so that was 6 points. We get 6 points again for drawing, and then we play this Condor before and a bonus card. So I think we're getting triple digits, depending on what that last bonus card is going to be. Do I think my opponent's got triple digits? They certainly haven't got as many tucks. I mean, when that White Stalker Martin went down round 1, you look at that and you think, okay, that Martin can easily end with triple digit. That would be a crazy game. Double digit tuck cards. Okay. Great Eager into a red knot. That might be game. But yeah, lots going to ride on their bonus cards. Of course, they've only been looking at one each time here, so they might have got some unlucky ones. But yeah, Eager into red knot definitely seals the end of round. So I don't think we were really close to being able to compete on that one. Unless they didn't play any others. That was their only shot, but like I say, they had a lot of food. They were kind of pretty clearly building up their food reserves, so some kind of big point play was always going to be there for them. But yeah, that does use all their food, so we'll see. We'll see if they have to take food again at some point. Let's draw cards for the final time of this game. Tuck everything, and yeah, Condor is going to be the way here. So, it's going to be a big gamble. Like I say, bird counter might be what we need to give ourselves a shot here. It does heavily depend on their bonus cards because yeah, points on the board. They are looking very, very strong in that regard. So. Yeah. It's going to be. I think it's going to be close. I think it is going to be close, but yeah. Are they just going to legs twice here? Take 4 points and then 5 points? Probably. I mean, if they have Benelli, I'll be mad. Because that would definitely be a game decider. But let's play Condor. Right, come on, please. Please give us bird counter. I will take that. I will take that. Sometimes all you got to do is ask. So there we go. Oh, man. Okay, so 108 is going to be... Like I say, not about winning or losing, but that might be the difference between winning or losing. At the very least, that helps. I mean, 8 points. 8 points to the point difference. I will take it. That was very jammy. But like I said, sometimes you just got to ask. Sometimes you just got to ask for a nice bonus card. And Condor, I'm sorry for everything bad I've ever said about you, Condor. Because I think you've made up for it there with that bird counter. So very, very nice indeed. Let's see. Do they have Benelli? Do they have Benelli? Nope. They're laying eggs again. So that's good news. Still 5 points, but good news. There's Puffin. Popped up a bit too late for us both, but there we go. Look at that. Strong performance on the end of round for them. We're going to the final score, so... Oh, I think they probably are going to win this, but like I say, as long as it's close, I'll take it. I said at the start I'd take a 10-point loss, so if we can be within that realm, not too bad. So 13 bonus points for them, pretty strong. Like I say, end of round goals, they have the lead. Eggs, they're going to pull it even farther. And yeah, we're going to get some tuck cards. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, 117. So do you know what? I will take that in the end. Only a 9-point loss. Not too bad from the starting hand. And yeah, bird counter went some way to helping. Let's see, did they get as jammy as me? Not quite. I mean, Visionary Leader, always a tough one to start with. And yeah, Diet Specialist, always a good pickup. Bitty as well for 3 points, so not too bad. Yeah, little plethora of big point birds are almost sport for choice there. But what can I say? White Stork went down straight away, and then yeah, Martin and Wood Duck. So it was a bit of a struggle, but I mean, I think I got some good luck there. Getting that Tree Swallow, and then of course Mute Swan. Mute Swan came up at the perfect time. Difficult decisions, that kind of mid to late round 2. Does the Swan go down? Do I fuff about a bit with the Grasslands? Maybe slow me down a bit, but I think that did help out in the long run. So there we go. It's a loss, but never good to start with a loss. But only 9 points, so we are still, yeah, hopefully going to be in a good position for the rest of this survival round. And if you want to see the other games in this round, do hit that subscribe button. Do stay tuned, and I'll see you again in the next video.